Hey guys, welcome back to PTV Reviews, and in today's video I will be discussing my thoughts, my personal opinions, my beliefs on Season 17 so far. I'm just going to be sharing my thoughts, from Episode 1 all the way to Episode 4, and basically what we've seen so far. So, as we know, the show is based around COVID-19, and that it was a great idea, I really thought that was a great idea how they're bringing in true life events, like real life events into the show and, making it so realistic and feeling like it being very, very realistic, almost too realistic, and this is where I kind of have a problem. When I was watching episode 4, as we know, we see that Meredith did not wake up, and that was a little nerve-wracking. We see her having the chills. We see her struggling to breathe, Of course it is a show, but that did happen in real life, and you always have that in the back of your mind. And I feel like when you're watching a show, you kind of want it to be not so realistic, kind of want it to be an escape, and Grey's Anatomy Season 17 is not giving a real escape because of how serious the show is. And don't get me wrong, I think them mentioning COVID-19 is an amazing idea. I just think COVID-19 being around the whole season is tough because we see Meredith dying, and I would hope that they do not cut her off the show that way. I don't want her to die. Nobody wants her to die. But if they are going to end season 17, I would just hope that Meredith doesn't get let off the show that way. Her goodbye isn't her dying. Is it great that they brought back Derek Shepherd and George O'Malley? I think that's amazing. I think that the fans appreciate this so much, and obviously, Meredith once said in one of her interviews that the fans are never going to be happy with an ending. They're never going to be happy. She said that, and we know it, and honestly, that's very true. Because no matter what they do, somebody's gonna have a problem with something. Like, here I am, complaining about how they're mentioning COVID throughout the whole season. Somebody's always gonna have to say something. But, that's just my opinion. Obviously, you guys are all entitled to your own opinions. I just feel like them mentioning COVID-19 the whole season is just, it's hard on people, especially when loved ones, maybe got this virus or loved ones passed away from this virus, and they watch Grey's Anatomy because this is their escape and this helps them with anxiety. I feel like this season is not doing that, but we also have to recall and know that this is a hospital show, and this is the perfect opportunity to reach out to the real world and see how serious this was and how dangerous this virus is, and that's what they are doing, and they are portraying a message. So at the end of the day, we do have to respect that. So basically, now my thoughts from episode 1 all the way to episode 4. We see the struggles that the hospitals are getting with COVID and people dying. We see how frustrated Meredith got. How we see that, I love to see that DeLuca is so much better. But we also see a sneak peek at the end of episode 4 for episode 5 that Bailey's parents come in from the nursing home, which I did think that was going to happen, and my theory was correct because I just thought that the whole time in episode 4 when her parents called her. Bailey's parents most likely have it because the COVID-19 did affect the nursing homes. We see Maggie and her boyfriend, his little past life is obviously not the best. So we do see how COVID just keeps on piling into the show, and that's how the hospitals work. We also see that Owen in this season, he's filled with a lot of emotions, and that's normal. His fiance cheated on him with Tom Karasik, and we see Tom Karasik has this virus now, and Teddy does care for him, obviously, because we do see at the end of episode 4, she did go knock on his door and just left him soup because she wanted to be a good quote-unquote friend. Starting off with episode 1 and 2, the premiere, I definitely loved how they mentioned COVID in it, and I loved how they were just, bringing in all these real-life events. But then after episode 2, episode 3, I didn't really enjoy so much because, it was just Meredith sick. The whole show is evolving around Meredith and COVID, and heaven and death. So this tells me, like, okay, what is going on here? We see Meredith dying, we see her having her dreams, we see Derek and George coming back, and, you know, they're trying to wake her up. So we see that Meredith got put into a trial, but I will save that for another video. So this is all that happened in episode 1 through 4, and we just see everybody is struggling to get Meredith to be better. We see Amelia and Link and how they're just constantly taking care of the kids. Amelia's not even in the hospital. Link's not even in the hospital. I don't know if it's because they still have their time off or they took time off, but we just see, like, their house is a mess. They have, you know, they're taking care of not only their kid, but also Meredith's kid, right? So that's also, like, a big thing. And that they're really trying to cope with their lives. We see Link is trying to stay positive. Amelia's more of a negative thinker. So we just see, like, all of this into one, and we see how hard it is for, you know, all these people to just really cope. And obviously, this is, again, the show is showing how COVID really not only impacted the hospitals, but impacted everybody's day-to-day lives, and how, you know, families fought during this when people were going out. So it's just all based on COVID-19. But here you have it, episode 1 to 4 recap, and my thoughts and my opinions and just my beliefs of what's going to happen and what did happen. And, you know, this is a very serious time, and the show is just basically showing this. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions on how you guys like the show so far and how you feel about it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also remember, a gray day is a happy day, and I will see you guys next time on PTV Reviews.